I need to pick my Susan Scarlett that I'm going to read today, and I'm struggling. So these are my Ferren Meadowbrow books. Here I have 3 Susan Scarletts that I've read. Oops, a buttercup. Love these. I've also read this one, Poppies for England. Vlogged all of these, but then I have these 4 that I haven't read. Which one do I pick? Oh, I don't know. I might get them out and see. So these are the 4. So I have The Man in the Dark, Sally Ann, Summer Pudding, and Murder While You Work. Now, I am currently rereading by listening to the audiobook of 5 Little Pigs by Agatha Christie. It's one of my favourite Agatha Christie books. On some days it is my favourite book of Agatha Christie's. Other days, you know, the lowest I'll ever come is like a 3rd. So I'm currently listening to a murder mystery. Do I want to have another one? I don't know. Maybe I do. Am I in the mood for a murder mystery? I don't know. Difficult choice. So what I did was I read the first paragraph or 2 of every single one, and I've made the detective decision, which doesn't really surprise me. I'm going for Sally Ann by Susan Scarlett because it's got me hooked. It really has. So I'm going to read this. Exciting! Here is the blurb. If you want to pause it and read it. I have been recommended this, and it sounds right up my street. A couple of Susan Scarlett's focus on fashion. This one focuses on cosmetics and beauty. So, yes, excited to start reading this today. Right, let's find a comfy spot, shall we? Why, hello there. I haven't said hello to you yet, but we have already picked out the book. So, today I am going to have today as a little bit of a reset day. We've got stuff going on in the background, which perhaps I'll talk about at some point, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I just need a day of just easiness. And so I thought, what better way to do that than with a Susan Scarlett novel. So yes, going to read Sally Ann, which is one of the books that I had on my list for books I want to get to this year. So that's really good that I'm working my way through them. And what else do I want to do? I might do some baking today. I do need to update you with some garden stuff. I need to paint my nails today because they're horrible and chipped. Yeah, the paint's just going flying off them, so we need to do these today. Come along with me for the day as we do stuff and read. And yeah, I'm going to read in the garden for a bit. My other half has put the thing on, which is nice. But yeah, me and Papa are just going to sit here and just chill out for the day. And yeah, look how pretty the garden is. You coming up, Pup? Come on then. Come on, come and say hello. Just going to sit and read. Yay. So I am 2 chapters in, so I'm only a little way through, but I'm absolutely loving it so far. It's so good. So essentially it's about this young woman called Anne who works in like a hairdresser's beauty salon in London. She lives in Chelsea, works in London, and her and another member of staff kind of work together on different projects and things, and the staff member that is meant to be doing quite a big highbrow wedding is taken ill, and so Anne has to go and do the wedding, and off she goes and things start to happen. But then with the wedding party things start to go a bit wrong because they are down a bridesmaid, and they have it in their heads that there has to be a certain amount of bridesmaids, blah blah blah, but Anne fits the dress, and so they say, can you be Sally for the day? So Anne turns into Sally, or Sally Ann, Yeah, and I'm 2 chapters in. I'm really, really loving it, and yeah, we're so chilled here. So we're just having like a nice chill. Pup's just here. Good boy. Oh, you're lovely and warm. Not too hot though. It's not. I mean, I'm in a jumper. It's not exactly sweltering. And then we've got lovely pond. Oh, and I've got to show you this. So this is a new plant that I bought for myself. I went to a National Trust. I'll give you a closer look, hold on. So we went to a National Trust, one of our favourites went to Croom, and saw this. My other half actually spotted it, but I just thought how beautiful it was. This is what it is. Ooh. Can you see? And I just love it. It kind of reminds me a little bit like, almost like the head of an orchid, but like in a miniature form. It's really, really beautiful. And yeah, it likes partly sunny, partly shady, so perfect here by the pond because this is partly sunny, partly shady. And yeah, it seems quite happy so far. So I think I'm going to do one more chapter and then I might go inside. It's lovely when the sun's out, but when the sun goes in, it gets ever so chilly. I can hear a Nino. So I just did something a little bit silly. I just took Pup for a lovely WALK and I didn't take you with me, and there were some beautiful bluebells. So tomorrow, because I'm sure I'll still be reading this tomorrow, I've got to remind myself to take you with me. Oh, I'm a bit red, aren't I? It's quite warm outside when you're in the sun, but when you're not in the sun, oh, it's a bit chilly. But I think, what time is it now? It's just after 3:30, 25 to 2, and I think I'm going to have some lunch, but I'm thinking, can I just sneak in another chapter? Yeah. Should we go back in the garden and read another chapter? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. So we're back in the swingy seat. Me and little one. He was ever so good. He was ever so good in the woods where I take him. He was ever so good. Anyway, so gonna read a bit more of Sally Ann. Really loving it so far. Lots of people said to me, you'll really enjoy it, and I am. So let us begin. Chapter 5 already, page 59. Getting through it. Let's read. So I've been a bit of a naughty vlogger really, because it's a few hours later and I have just woken up from a nap. So is Pup as well. He's also just woken up from a nap, obviously. When I nap, he naps. So yeah, we're just kind of post-nap, and I feel more tired now than I did before, I think. Like, I just needed some fresh air. So come outside. The sun has definitely gone, and it has been raining quite a bit. That's good for the plants, isn't it? Good for the plants. And yeah, I think I'm gonna sit and chill and read out here for a bit. So I'm gonna read on the bench, I think. That way Pup can read on the grass. Here he is. So he's just chilling on the grass. I've got my book. Let me show you where I am. And here's my slipper. So, just read this. I'm here. I'm about to start chapter 7, which is on page 97. Now, these books aren't huge. They're usually around, what's going on? Around the 200 pagey mark. So yeah, 192. So I've got less than 100 pages to go. Yeah, let's read chapter 7 and then might do you a little garden update. Excuse some washing. The sun has come out. Yeah, it's really, really lovely. I have read another chapter of Sally Ann and I am loving it. It's quite, I've read a few Susan Scarletts now, and this is kind of quite typical-esque of Susan Scarlett. You know, there's a gentleman and a young lady, and there's people that we are definitely not meant to like. There's people that are meddling in the mix, not wanting them to be a happy couple, and it's kind of running on that sort of trend, but I'm just really enjoying going along with it for the ride. Rating wise at the moment, like 4-star, really, really good. With Susan Scarlett's though, sometimes it's not until the end where it becomes a 5-star, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, really, really enjoying it so far. Babacom's was one that was like that. You know, I was reading it and really enjoying it, and it was like 4-star all the way through, and then boom, 5-star at the end. So we'll see. Anyway, while the sun's come out, I thought I'd do a little garden update for you because I've got quite a bit to show you actually. So let me show you. So I showed you my new plant earlier. This is what I got my National Trust at Croom. I just love it. So hence why I keep showing it you, because I love it. The pond in general is looking pretty decent. We have some frogs as well. I can see one there. If I zoom in, I don't know if you can see. Little head. Can you see that little head? Too much. There you go. Can you see it? Yeah, so we do have frogs, but we don't have any tadpoles or anything in there, but they seem quite happy, and we've got newts and stuff. I've got a pot that hasn't got anything in, so that means that I can go plant shopping, which is always nice. And yeah, just waiting for things to grow. Got a little bit of colour, but not too much, so that's the pond. Then we have a pup. Yes, a gorgeous boy like you. Oh, the sun's in your eye, darling. You stay there. Then we have the veggie patches, as you know about. So we have potatoes in here. They're in. They're quite happy. Then we have onions, red onions back there. And then we have spring onions here. We're not sure how the spring onions will do, just because it's an old seed packet. So we will see. And then we have a puppy. And then back there we have some carrots. But something has been digging about a bit, and then obviously strawberries, which seem really quite happy here, so we are thrilled. Then the archway, I don't know if I've shown you this. So this, my idea is what I've wanted, and then my other half, my dad kind of made it come to fruition. My other half found this arch online, and then we've been buying roses. So we have 4 climbing roses, 1 in each corner, and look at it now. Doing so well, almost at the top. Ideally, when it comes out, it'll just be amazing bloom of roses. Speaking of roses, this is so strong and healthy. Love it. I definitely need to sort out this bit, 'cause the forget-me-nots, I really like forget-me-nots. I know some people don't, but I really like them. But this one, there is a rose under there. I've got a new rose here that my parents got me. Look at that. This was a present from my parents for completing my master's degree. So I now have a master's degree in history, and they got me this lovely rose to say congratulations. So yeah, I need to take some of these out. Kind of wait till they go a bit manky first. And then there's another rose there. This I think is so cool. This, I'm always so sad when this goes, because this is so beautiful when it's right. And then look at my hearts. Is it bleeding hearts or love lies bleeding? It's something like that. But look how fantastic it is. I absolutely love them. Me and my dad are considering, because it's obviously so happy here, possibly trying to split it, just because there's so much of it now. Obviously there wasn't this much when I bought it, but yeah. And then there's another rose here, and then this amazing rose up here. And yeah, the garden's just looking fabulous. This side, I've got some roses doing really, really well. So I've got this rose, which is a really dark red. I kind of call it my Amber Limb rose. And then with this rose, which is a really kind of light, is it like a really light pink or light cream? It's beautiful. It's called a Happy Birthday Rose, and I had it for my 30th. Yeah, it's fabulous. And then look, my hydrangea. So I'm always scared that I'm going to lose hydrangeas. But yeah. I've got another one up the top as well by the shed, but yeah, this one, so excited for them to come out, because I always think they look so beautiful for such a long time. And yeah, So that's how we're doing so far. Oh, and also I've got to show you stuff over here. Things are actually doing really well. My delphiniums, look at this. Yeah, delphiniums just gone whoosh. We used to have these on the other side, but then they used to keep getting nibbled. So put them over here, and look how well they're doing. Really like it. This, did not plant this, but it's here, and it is further down over here as well. This is an amazing rose, which when me and my dad were planting gladioli, which is starting to do stuff down there, we thought, oh, we found this tiny little bit of rose, and we were like, oh, probably lost it, but we'll stick it in, see what happens. This is what's happened. And eventually I would like this to kind of go all the way across there and meet this one. So they kind of meet, and it's just like a wall of roses. That would be the dream. And here's just a beautiful boy. Are you a beautiful boy? Yes. Are you enjoying Sally Ann as well? Yes, you are. You're such a good boy. Love you so much. Anyway, that is the update, isn't it? Yes. Hello. Welcome to a fresh day. It is a couple of days since I last vlogged, actually. So I was reading Sally Ann. As you know, I got to page 125, which is chapter 9, and I'm really enjoying it so far. But that day I had a phone call, and then I just kind of stopped reading because it put me in a wrong mood. As I said, I've got stuff going on, which I'll probably talk about at a later date. But yeah, and then yesterday I just was so tired. I didn't read a thing yesterday, so back on it today. But anyway, today it's meant to get up to 19 degrees, and I'm like, ooh, I thought I could get my shorts out. I haven't. I've just put a dress on, which is nice. It's nice to be back in dresses instead of like trousers. I don't like trousers really because it hurts my tummy. So it's nice to be in a dress again. And I still haven't done my nails. So I'm going to do this. This is just from Natural Collection, which is from Boots, I think. But I really fancied like a lilac-y, metallic-y. Yeah, I really fancied a lilac. Now, if I remember rightly, this comes on, it kind of looks like a silvery lilac. So I might do a couple of coats of this. So I can't read this while I paint my nails, but I am currently listening to an audiobook of Agatha Christie. I finished The Five Little Pigs, obviously, of course I did, whizzed through that. That was just as wonderful as ever. And now I'm on to N or M, because I run a Agatha Christie reading group with my friend Julie, which we call Christie Fest. And yeah, N or M is the book for this month, so I'm going to listen to that while I do my nails, and then I'll show you the results. Don't they look pink? It's because I had red on before. Right, let's do this. Done. I like them. I think they look cool. I like lilac-y silver. And much better. Always feel better once I've done my nails. Right, so I'm going to read for a bit now with this morning's sun. Woo! So, as I said, chapter 9, page 125, and the book is only 192, so I'm racing through it. Are you ready? The sentence for chapter 9 is, Timothy arrived at 95 Anchor Street after lunch on Saturday. Timothy is the gentleman friend, shall we say. the interest, the gentleman interest. So I have now got one chapter left. So I've come to read it at my favourite spot, the swingy seat. One last chapter. I'm right at the end. I've really been enjoying it, and yeah, I'm a bit sad that it's coming to the end actually. We went and put for a little WALK, but I didn't take my camera, so you have to trust me about the lovely bluebells that I mentioned. Yeah, and I'm just gonna sit on my swingy seat just because I love it out here. Me and Pup are just going to enjoy ourselves. So here we are, one beautiful boy, one last chapter, here we go. And I am done. I have finished, me and Pup have finished Sally Ann by Susan Scarlett, and I really, really enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4-star. I thought it was really good. Not quite like for me as Peter and Paul and Clothes Pegs, but it was really, really good. Maybe 4.5 stars. Yeah, I just really enjoyed it. It's very typical Susan Scarlett. So this book essentially is about a young lady called Anne, who is essentially a beautician. Sorry, someone's mowing their lawn if you can hear that. And one day she is tasked to go and do some makeup for a wedding party. And when she's doing the bride's face, the bride finds out that she's a bridesmaid down, and essentially Anne has to step in and become Sally. And at this wedding she meets a man called Timothy, who becomes rather taken with her, but he's quite elusive to a lot of other people. You know, he doesn't really settle on one specific girl and all this, but he's really taken with Anne. But of course Anne has the secret. So will they end up together in the end? Who knows, because they're from very, very different worlds. And yeah, it's one of those books where you kind of know how it's going to end, but I just loved it. And I kind of had an inkling how it's going to end the final chapter, and it did, and it was just wonderful. And I just love books like this. You know, I can go into a Susan Scarlett knowing exactly what I'm going to get, and I know I'm going to enjoy it, and it was just wonderful. It's just what I wanted, just what I needed, just to pick me up. And you know, I've got a smile on my face because I've read a Susan Scarlett and really, really enjoyed it. So let me know in the comment section if you have picked up Sally Ann by Susan Scarlett, and if you have, did you enjoy it as much as I did, and what did you rate it as well? I'll be quite intrigued. I have a few more Susan Scarletts on my shelf, as you know, to pick up, so there'll be more reading vlogs in the future. Let me know what Susan Scarlett book you think I should get to next. So thank you so much for watching this video. Take care, and I shall see you soon for the next one. Bye for now. Puppy also says bye. Just say bye. Puppy? Puppy? Pup, pup. Bye bye.